Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Nick Flasho here each and every week with the head coach of the Hofstra Pride Field Hockey Team, Kathy Angelis. Coach, great to see you.
Great seeing you too.
Well, no games this past week, but you had a bye week, so essentially just want to get your thoughts on how the bye week went and how's the team getting ready for this upcoming week.
Right. Well, as I've been indicating, this was a great time for us to have this bye week and have the week off. We've had an extremely aggressive schedule this fall, and having this opportunity to just take some time to recover, to recharge, go back to some set pieces, the fundamentals, and also be a student too. And midterms were this week for most of our players, so I think for us to be able to work on fundamentals, it couldn't come at a better time. So I thought we used the time really wisely, and we're excited to get back today.
You talk about getting the team recharged for the final stretch of the season. Set pieces, was that the main focus on getting ready for these final 4 games?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And the most important thing is that we take one game at a time. And right now our focus is Northeastern, and we can't look any further. Although it's always in the back of our mind each game. But again, Northeastern is the big game, and that's the most important game to us right now.
For as good as your team was playing before this plus week off, you won 8 games in a row before, 9 of your last 10. For as good as it was, do you feel that may be a possibility that time off may cause a little rust for your team coming up?
Well, no, I mean, when we're playing this competitively for, going on, now you're looking at the 3rd month, taking 7 days off, doesn't make it any type of, weakness against us. I think not playing in 7 days is something that we just need to assimilate and practice, and getting some scrimmages in today and then tomorrow, just to get us back on the big field. But we were really able to work on some key components this past week that we wouldn't have been able to do as much of had we played this past weekend. So.
And coming up this week, or at least for the rest of the season, 4 conference games remaining. It's the home stretch now, basically. 1-1 in the conference. There's not much wiggle room for anybody else.
Right.
Every game means a lot. So I'll ask you, you're going to feel good, but I need to ask, how are you feeling for this last stretch of the season?
Well, we feel very confident. We've had a great non-conference schedule. We thought we've done some really great things. We've scored a number of goals, and we're leading the CAA in all of those categories, as we have the past couple of years. And again, you don't score goals and put that many goals up if it isn't a whole team effort. And I always want to emphasize that, because if it wasn't for our defense and our structure in the midfield and all over the field, we wouldn't be feeding the ball to our strikers and middies. So, for us to be able to do what we have done this year is we have an extremely talented team, and when it comes to CAAs, we've got to be able to bring out the best in our players as a staff, and our players. At this point, there's accountability for them, and we've done everything we need to do, and then it becomes, can we execute under the pressures of the CAA, going up to Boston, and we feel very confident that we can, and that we will if we do the right things.
And 2 games this week. You mentioned going up to Boston to face Northeastern. Currently 4-11 on the year, 1-2 in conference. They beat your team last season 4-3. Team that was picked preseason 3rd. The record may not show it, but it's still a very dangerous team, the Huskies, and an important conference game.
Yeah, it is. And Northeastern has had an extremely powerful schedule. They just lost to number 9 Louisville. They've had Boston College. Most of their 8 or 9 of their teams are in the top 20. So we know that, and we feel that as long as we play our game and we do what we need to do, we have a great opportunity to come back with a win.
Drexel on Sunday. I understand it's 1 game at a time, but you still have Drexel here at Hofstra Field Hockey Stadium on Sunday. Currently on the season 6-8, 2-1 in the conference. So what can we expect on Sunday?
Well, that's another real tough opponent. Again, they've had a very strong schedule, as most of the teams in the CAA. So the record is no indication of how this team is. We know they're very strong, and they have the capability to, do great on the attack. But it's a home game for us. It's our senior day, and I think we have a bonus going in that factor. And it's, like I said, it's senior day, so I think we're really going to be excited for that one.
She's the head coach of the Hofstra Pride Field Hockey Team, Kathy Angelis. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Great being here.
You've been watching the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.